Liberia's number one gateway for air travel, the Rabat International Airport, located in Habel, Magibi County, gets a boost in trade facilitation. This is the latest development unfolding at the LRA, and it is for the sole purpose of enhancing the work of the Liberia Revenue Authority, the LRA, in revenue generation for the country. And this is Tax Talk, a brand new LRA program about those inquiries, information and education you need to pay your taxes.
You need, in every tax administration, you need to be flexible. So when I took over at the airport, the issue of too much revenue drift away to more of a facilitation. Don't forget, the more you open up, the more you facilitate trade, that will boost the revenue.
Drifting from the old days of checking packages with your hands to a whole new level.
Okay? Now, after we check everything is working properly, we can go and turn on the system from inside. Okay? This is number one. Now, before we start everything, you will need to make visual check for the stop if they are pressed or released. And like we said, if they are pressed, you won't have any lights on them. Okay?
Two giant side machines, astrophysics coming from California, and of course, to help enhancing tax administration in Liberia. Hello, I'm Alvin Jask for the LRA, and thank you so much for joining us. Tax Talk. The LRA is the focus today. What happened when you bring big packages into Liberia? It's never a goose except when it's scanned. So today we've got a machinery in town, a technology that has been worked on. Basically, individuals from the Liberia Revenue Authority together with other entities have been trained onto this machine. And with that, Liberia is at the verge of being more technically ready to, of course, generate the needed revenue for Liberia.
I want you to look inside of the system. Okay. Can you see these red lights?
Yes.
Okay. Do you remember these red lights? I told you about these red lights. They are for your own safety. So you have two lights. These lights are sensors. Okay? That they will protect you also from X-ray. So whenever a baggage is being scanned, when it hits the first sensor, X-ray is going to be turned on. And then when it hits the second sensor, X-ray is going to be turned off. Even so, if you leave the bed rolling all the time, X-ray won't be starting. Okay? It will only start upon the trigger of these sensors, when something hits these sensors. Now what will happen? Sometimes during scanning, you might have a small piece of paper stuck on this sensor, like blocking this sensor. So what's going to happen? Whenever you have the red moving, X-ray will be all the time turned on. Okay? So what you can do, open these curtains and take a visual check if you have something blocking these sensors. Okay? And for sure, before opening and going to check what you have 100%, you will need to press the e-stop all the time, because you never know what could happen.
Basically, we came here to provide the first technical training for the technicians in order for them to work with this machine, to maintain them in case of any problem happened. And today we are going to provide them with the operator training. Okay, so mainly these machines are going to be used at the airport to scan all the baggages for potential threats, for not allowed materials inside of these baggages, and in order to maintain a very fast operation to detect all these materials. And these operators are going to be able to work much efficiently with these machines.
So what's the model of the machine, the name? And
so these machines are produced from Astrophysics company. They produce these machines, they provide the training and all the requirement to make these machines functional with any environment. And later on, for sure, after the installation, we will provide the training needed in order to operate them, to maintain them, and to keep the normal functionality of the airport.
So how many of the different staff members you're training right now?
Okay, like I said at the beginning, we have two different types of training. We have the technical training, which was 5 days training. We teach the technicians everything about our machine, how they function, how they operate, what is X-ray, how it's produced, how these machines are safe. Because when we talk about X-ray, it's very harmful for humans, and people get afraid a little bit when we speak about X-ray. So they know all these aspects, how they can treat them, how they are safe for humans, and how can they repair them. Now, the second aspect is for the operator training, how they can operate on this machine, how they can identify threats, how they can maintain the regular operation for the airport.
Would there be a need for anybody to travel in the future to learn more about it?
For sure. So the people who passes the basic training, yesterday we had the exam for them. Who passes the training, the basic exam, they are going to go further with the advanced training. And with the advanced training, we talk about more sophisticated machines, bigger machines, cargo machines that are used in the import-export section in the airport.
So for Liberia now, the machine you have on ground is more like okay for now, right?
Yeah, for sure. These machines are the medium-sized machine, and they are what you need for the passenger terminals in the airport.
So how could you compare this machine that you brought to Liberia to other countries that you're going to work? Is it comparable?
For sure. All these machines, they are going to provide the same functionality, the same image detection, the same threats that are going to be able to be seen in this airport or any different airport. So they have the same standards and qualifications.
Drifting from the old days of interacting with the personal effect of traders to a whole new technologically enhanced facility at the LRA, were the comments made by the current senior custom collector for the LRA, Mr. Wampe Pido.
Issue about trade facilitation is very cardinal. You know, customs are removed from revenue now and focus more on trade facilitation. So how do we do that? And how do we form part of the global custom community? And the machine, the scanner machine you see out there is a modern machine. Take custom from a more manual environment to a technological environment. Now, before, when you arrive at the Rabat International Airport to deal with custom, you notice that your baggage has been open. Because we have to conduct physical inspection, we don't have that technology to conduct the physical inspection. So currently, with the coming in of the baggage scanner machine from our partner, the UNDP, that will enhance our ability. Now, if you look, we will not have the option to open your bag again. We'll just scan your bag through, and we'll be able to identify. We'll be able to identify while you're carrying your bag because we are trained. Now, the training is ongoing from actual phases. It gave us the leverage to know why you're carrying your bag, what is organic material, what is inorganic material, or what is a metal. We are trained for that. And as you say, for the past 1 week, we have been undergoing the training, both theoretical and the practical aspect of the training.
So, as an LRA personnel, customer expert, tax administrator, what are you going to be looking for in the baggage that we scan?
Well,
in terms of tax and revenue.
Of course, we'll be looking for a durable item. Don't forget that most travel around the world to buy expensive things. I think that the roller watches. These are smaller items that cannot be easily identified, but the scanner will help us directly to just pick it up from the bag. You know, of course, for a roller watch, somebody will buy 150,000 for just a watch alone. So that will help a lot, and of course, it will enhance revenue. You'll notice that when you improve your trade facilitation, it will serve as a catalyst to boost up the revenue.
So you're saying visitors, international guests, are going to be more confident and more convenient to travel now that you're not going to be putting your hands in the baggages, right?
Yes, perfectly.
The last time you put your hands in the bag, something got missing?
Well, no.
But there were some advantages and disadvantages on that.
Yeah, it is because Mr. Ja, look, personally, if you come, you travel, you get, especially the ladies, they get a close in the day. It's unprofessional. You get your hand, yeah.
Personal effects.
Yes, get your hand on people things. So I mean, the coming of the Artifixes scanner will boost our activity at the airport.
Send a message to travelers, special message as it relates to your sophistication for them to be confident enough to travel to the airport.
Okay.
As a revenue expert, short message.
Where we just want to monitor our traveler when you come to the Broward International Airport. You need to be free and open. We are moved to the more technological aspect of search at the airport. This time around, we won't open your bag. We will not put our hands in your teeth. We will just scan you through. And of course, when we scan you through, we notice. Because we are trained. If we notice anything unusual in your bag, it will be the only time we open your bag. So you can feel free. There will be no queue at the Broward International Airport arrival. You'll notice this time around you arrive at the terminal. You see custom have moved on decks. It's a walkway. So we'll be doing something called at random search. So that will help us to improve our own status as custom expert in Liberia. Of course, this goes out to our donor, the UNDP. We are more grateful to them for providing those scanners for us. We cannot say more, just to thank you in our own Liberian way. The scanner will help us a lot, moving on from the more manual environment to a technological environment.
That's good. Okay.
Thank you very much.
And the Roberts Field, being a major entry point in Liberia, does handle most of these activities, but the traders coming to this airport have to be well catered for and facilitated to be happy. So back in the day, there were instances where baggages were opened and then items sought out in a certain manner. This time around, with an X-ray machine, everything going to be seen through a device, indicative of how Liberia is going from one stage to another. Technology is on ground. This is why goods and services taxes will be generated appropriately and with clear administrative measures in place. This is Alvin Jask.